Okay, video not required, no, just audio.
Not required, yeah.
Okay.
Shri Gurubhyo Namah Harihi Om. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagatgurum Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krito Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Vande Tam Satchidanandam Yativaryam Mahamatim Veda Vedanta Saragnam Sadgurum Pranatosmiham Shri Gurum Pranatosmiham Sadgurum Satchidanandam Sadhvaryam Sanatanam Sadvedanta Pravaktaram Sada Swante Smaramyam Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Om Sharishibhyo Namo Mahabhyo Namo Gurubhyah Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I think it is better to come on video itself because it will
Video?
be comfortable. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay,
If
sir.
it is fine for you.
No, actually, sir, the case is because I'll be shifting soon, so the condition of the room is not too good. That is, or that is nothing else.
No, it is.
If you want, I'll
Hmm.
if you want, I'll come on video.
Okay. Now, if you are not comfortable, then it's fine.
Okay, sir. Then audio is fine, I guess.
Yeah. Okay then. Just as I mentioned, I just want to know. So till now, basis what and all you have learned through reading certain books, as you told, the misconception about Shankaracharya and other books and other English books, translation of Ganguly, and the one which you have heard from Prakashananda Swamiji and also Prabhudananda Swamiji and all. So basically, what is your understanding on the Shankara Vedanta? Can you just tell me that?
Okay, sir. So basically, when I started obviously with the Mula Vidya view.
Okay.
So back then it was an amalgamation of both the schools when I was studying before. So because I did not know that there is something called as a Bhamati and a Vivarana, so obviously did not know what exactly uh, I learned. So what I did was I was going on to sometimes I'm reading Panchadashi, sometimes reading Tattva Bodha, sometimes they suggest reading Advaita Makaranda, texts like these, and all of them more or less have the view of Advaita ultimately. But the problem with certain concepts like that, even after jnana, we have to do the actions, and the drashta will be there who will be seeing the jagat, and the jagat will be there. Just it will be consciousness. No matter it will be there, it will be consciousness. The table consciousness, chair consciousness, everything will be there, but it will be consciousness. That is all. Later, I understood that this is what Shankar Vedanta, this is Ishwara Advaita Vada of the Kashmira Shaiva Darshana, where they say it is the manifestation of the Shiva Tattva we can see. And when the enlightened one sees the world, the enlightened one sees the world. This is what they were preaching, that the enlightened one will see the world. So this was the basic problem, because the theory was it is Ajata, it is supposed to be Ajata Vada. If it is Ajatavada, then how exactly the drashta is remaining even after enlightenment, and the drishya drashta duality is continuing? Just the form is changing. That before I was seeing matter, now I'm seeing consciousness, but the seer seen duality is still there. So this was the notion which was creating a bit of problem. The other problem was with the concept of avidya. The concept of avidya, the problem was again that if Brahman is Purna and it is Chaitanya Swarupa, so how exactly is this avarana happening? Even in the Bhamati Mata, they say that the jivas have the avidya, Brahma does not have the avidya. The Vivaranakara says that no, Brahma entirely has avidya. So this was the confusion that was knocking.
So when you were reading at those times, when you were reading those books, at that time itself, you got these questions in your mind?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, good.
So first, when I was reading, I think I'll tell you which book I was reading. Most likely, the book was, what is the name? Madhusudan Saraswati is, there is one book which he wrote a commentary on Dashasloki of Shankaracharya ji. Yes. So that one, when I was reading this concept of that avidya is in entire, like the entire Brahman is avidya. Okay, and it is not different from him, it is his power. And then later, when I was reading some other text, which was most probably from the Bhamati sect, they were saying, no, just a Jiva has a Vidya. Brahma entirely does not have a Vidya. So this was the problem I was having. The third problem I was having was that I don't have any experience of Brahma in my entire life. The only thing I know that it is a concept, and the best I can get is the Sakshi Bhava, that okay, I am the seer, it is the seen. The Drik Vishya Viveka, they say as, I think in the language of Vidyaranya. So that is what the crux was. And all the Swamis and the Swaminis, what they're teaching us, you are the drashta, you just have to understand it, and that is all, nothing else. So it was it. And I was like, okay, that is fine. But again, there are certain portions which I have to believe. It is not in my experience. Then I read Misconceptions About Shankara, which was again a recommendation from Atma Chaitanya in one of his YouTube lectures. So after reading it, I was like, okay, this is very interesting. Yeah, because there, Swamiji pointed out that these are the issues and these are the deviations that had happened, especially with the Bhamatikara. That Acharya has written something in the Sutra Bhashya, and in the Tika, something else is written, which is not at all present in the original Bhashya. So this was the time when I was like, okay, so this is a bit different than what I was studying. So that is the point of minor change. But in this system, they say, even asking the question that Jiva who has the avidya is an anarthaka. It is not necessary, they say, because there is no point in saying who has the avidya. So this is the portion which was a bit confusing for me, and it is still there because they say that yes, the question itself is in the realm of avidya, so it is not exactly, I don't know like how to put it properly. So this, it was the clarity, this portion I needed some clarity about, this concept of avidya.
Okay. Good,
That
good,
is
good.
it, more or less.
Yeah. See, good that you have got some exposure on that. You started with some Vedantic texts of Bhamati and all. So immediately in the sense, after going through those texts for a long time, if at all, if you would have got, if you would have gone in that line only, that would have been very confusing for you. Good that you came to this.
Yes,
Swamiji's line very soon. So because what will happen is, as you mentioned, you have gone through many of the other texts, no, where Dashashloki and even the Viveka Chudamani, which they tell that it is written by Shankaracharya. So it may be written by the Shankaracharya, but not that Shankaracharya who has written that all the Prasthanatriyas. So that's why, so if at all, if you want to know the Shankaracharya's work, first you have to, so as mentioned by Swamiji, you have to go back to Shankara. So why he has told go back to Shankara is because many of the Shankara mats, they say that Shankaracharya's learning will not complete without learning all the Vyakhyanas, Bhamati, Vivarana and all those Vyakhyanas. After learning those Vyakhyanas only, so we will be eligible to learn and teach Vedanta. That actually is the misconception. That is because Shankaracharya himself has clarified many things in his Prasthanatraya Bhashya itself. If you, since you have got exposure to other schools also, you can easily able to identify the difference of the Shankaracharya's Bhashyas and the Vyakhyanas, okay, interpretations on Shankara Vedanta.
yes.
So that you will come to know only if you, yeah, you are studying, you are listening Vedantic teachings, and also you are listening some of, you are reading some of the text, that is fine. But if you complete one of the texts like Bhagavad Gita or whatever might be the Upanishad, like Brihadaranyaka, Chandogya and all are big Upanishad. I can't say now itself to complete all those texts. At least if you learn some basis concept end to end, so you will know what exactly is the concept of Shankara for the good aspirants. So
Sir,
that, yeah, tell me.
occasionally what is happening, your video is bluffering a bit. occasionally, minor
sure
blups.
not sure whether it is my internet problem or yours.
Okay, sir. Maybe my internet problem, it could be.
Voice is fine, right?
Yes, sir. Voice is fine. Yeah.
Okay. So, if you learn properly, what will happen is, so as you told, even after Gnana, many people say that you have to do something like Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So this is been
Yes,
told
sir.
in Viveka Chudamani itself, that after Gnana you
Yes,
have
sir.
to go to the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Whereas if you
Yes, sir.
go to any of the Bhashyas, Prasthanatraya, you do know what is Prasthanatraya?
Yes, sir. I know, sir.
So
Dasha Upanishad Bhashya, Gita Bhashya, and Brahma Sutra Bhashya.
Brahma Sutra. So that Prasthanatraya plus Upadesha Sahasri has got Padya Bhaga and Gadya Bhaga. Except
Yes,
that
sir.
all other books are not written by Shankaracharya. The reason
Yes,
also
sir.
Swamiji has mentioned properly. So if at all, if you go to any of the Bhashyas over there, these things will not be there, because he himself has refuted. In fact, after Gnana, he has only taken the some Purva Paksha of those who are telling that even after Gnana you have to do that Nirvikalpa Samadhi or Prasankyana, and after that you will get a moksha, Sadhya Mukti. Those and all he has already refuted those things, negated and refuted those things. But how can he himself tell that in other text that you have to do that? That is
Yes, sir.
clearly we can
Exactly.
able to identify. Very qualified jignasu only will know this kind of things. Otherwise,
Yes, sir.
what will happen is, if you go to any of the guru who is dependent on the vyakhyanas, so if you surrender to that guru, you will not give up. So it is just like it is just an the mental what you say, mentally you will get attached to those guru. That is just because he has done teachings on you. So he has done some basic concept of Shankara as per him. So from that most of the people what I have seen in older world, so even though they know the concept of Sachidananda Swamiji, they are not ready to come back
Yeah.
here for come back to this Mula Shankara Bhashya, because they'll be
No,
clinging
sir.
to those texts of those teachings of his guru, and they are not ready to come back here. That is the bad thing
Yes,
what
sir.
they are doing. That is that whoever might be the guru, let him be in any of the position. Let me be a Pitadipati or whatever. But truth is always truth. No. So
Yes, sir.
even Shankaracharya himself will say that if it is against your experience, even if Brahma comes and tell you that this is fact, if it is not in your experience, you should not accept that. But
Yes, sir.
in that case, how can you believe that just because he's Pitadipati or some of the big guru? That is a thing. Okay. So now,
Sir,
yeah,
one
tell
thing.
me. Hmm.
Yeah. So what was happening was, as you said, that Pithadipatis are even not reliable for understanding Acharya, which amuses me because they have been studying Vedanta for so long.
Correct.
Can't they see that the Bhashya is not in line with the Prakarana Granthas or the sub-commentaries? Recently, Sringeri Pithadipati Jagadguruji, he was taking a class on Brahma Sutra. So I saw that he was using a tika called as
Who
the
is it?
Ratna
Vijay
Prabha.
Shankara Bharati? So new guru or
No,
old
Bharati
guru?
Tirtha Mahaswamiji.
Bharati Tirtha.
Bharati Tirtha Mahaswamiji.
Okay.
So he was using Ratna Prabha of Govindananda as a sub-commentary, which is absolutely Mula Vidya text. So I was like, how is he not, like, he's such a great scholar of Sanskrit and all that. Is he not seeing that the Prasthanatraya and the Tika is not in line? So just to check that, I got the Ratnaprabha and I was checking that the original Bhashya and the Ratnaprabha has major deviations. The Kailash Ashram publishes it. So I got it that one. That's why I see it. It is so different, totally different. The language is so
See,
dense.
those are all against our Swamiji, our Sachidananda
Yes, sir.
Swamiji. See, our
Yes, sir.
Swamiji is not, he is a simple school teacher. He was a simple school teacher. He didn't had anyone to support at that time. So he had a
Yes, sir.
family, he had a lot of responsibility, he didn't have anything with him. So,
Yes, sir.
someone came and helped him with some money. Later he started his own printing press, and you just
Yes, sir.
imagine, without any help, he has done such a great work. But
Yes, sir.
these
Absolutely.
Satadishas and all, they just rejected him. Let them reject, that is not an issue. They were telling that he is not following the proper sampradaya. That is because,
Yeah.
according to them, sampradaya means the Shishya.
Sir, your video froze. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Sir, the video froze.